For me, envy is a really a deep, bad, and evil spirit. When people try to put everything on the devil, I always like, who is the devil? It's a spirit. And who's God? A spirit, something we cannot see. The only thing that makes me believe in human existence is that I'm not here by myself. Something definitely created me, right? But I don't believe in any other thing. I only believe that, I can touch myself and I feel it like I'm not the only one here by myself. I get attracted to these guys. My charm, I believe, my talent, my charisma, my class, and they all want to come around and make friends with me. But once they get closer and I open up, it's like something always, you will immediately feel an energy that is not right with you, and mostly it happens with guys. Nigerian men are so envious because they never build themselves. And when they come around a guy that has worked so hard for many years to put himself together, to gather all this persona and, well-read, to the best of my level. And once we started sharing, I started opening up, I see that envy, that energy just come. Even to some ladies that are friends, they enchant that towards me as well. I've been very careful. That's the only thing I avoid. There's this man, there was a time I traveled, went back home from Kenya. That's when I recorded African Woman. So I was hanging around a really close buddy of mine, Litwa. So there, at Latif's place is where me and Goriola Hassan started. We used to see just high. It's a brother. We grew up in the same neighborhood. I grew up in the video. He grew up in Banire Street before he went to America. So I've known him. He known me from teenage. So he was a big brother. But at the end of the day, no matter how old the guy may be, they still give me that energy. He calls me finest. Isn't nice. I like him. I like him. He doesn't know how much I admire him so much too, as well, because I follow motivations and people who motivate me. Gori was a very great guy that motivated youths in my area growing up. I don't lie, and I say things the way they are. So he calls me finest. We're like, I like this guy. And see, the thing is, I like people being real. You've known me before from Banire, but we met in another place, acting like you just knew me. I got that, but it's okay. It's like, so I started talking and talking my stories then, because I've been encountering all these kidnaps, my sister's plot and all that. So I was sharing that experience too there. It was like, he was looking like, this guy can act. And I looked at him like, I'm an actor, I'm already an actor. Like, okay, I have a movie I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. We started talking, and like, the only way I'll be in a movie is if I write the soundtrack of the movie. So that's what I did. I'm doing all this thing because it comes from a place of passion. There was no paperwork then, signed or any agreement. But I trusted like someone I see like a big brother would never let me down. So we went into the project. We went for the horse riding training and all that. Cool cat. He listens, but he doesn't take advice. You understand? I was the one that started after the shooting. I was the one that gave him like the stamp foot of the horses have to make sound. What kind, and the gun and all that. Like, let it be real. And we are more in advanced day. Don't make the shot looks like you are blowing a knockout or banger. You understand? Let it be real. Because I'm staring in this movie, yeah. I did a soundtrack. I delivered it with my whole heart. I recorded everything in my house. And grief flipped the script on me.
A dance of an African king means the victory of a mystery war. The battle of a mighty lion ends with a bloody cold fist.
Jagun, ṣé torí mi ló fi lọ rè kó gbogbo ọgbọ́n tó pọ̀ tó báyìí wá? Jagun aṣọ anìkànjọ ohun ẹkùn.
Jagun tó jagun wọlé alára. Jagun jagun ó jagun. Wọ́n jagun wọ̀lú ajérò.
He did. He flipped the script on me. I wrote the soundtrack. I composed the song. I produced the song. He brought a guy. The only thing I need in the studio is just an engineer. I don't need producers. I'm a producer. I don't need a producer. So you might be a producer, you can still handle an engineering work because let me do my thing. You're not the one hearing my sound. So he brought this kid, says it's his son. And I'm like, okay. So I started laying the beat, we did it. The name of the movie was Jagun. So I composed Jagun for Guri, and like he was telling me what he wanted to be like. So after delivering that in my own apartment, that's where we recorded the song. And Guri flipped the script. He wrote like soundtrack written by, like, who does that? Please. And he went to pick my picture from when I've not even grown beard and cut only the face like this and put it in the poster. We have a photo shoot session with my co-actress there, in the movie. Gori cut me out and put someone else's name as the writer of that. I'm like, see, there's a way. It's like those days that you want to copyright your stuff in a way for cut proof. I will post that song. I will go to post office or go to DHL or whatever, or UPS. I will send the song into my address. I'll put it and I will not open it. So I've known all that. So I'm like, okay, what I'll do, I'm gonna put this in record. So I call up Punch News. Like, I'm an artist, blah blah blah. I'm Kriss Rose. I have something going on in my life. Somebody's doing this to me and blah blah. And I told them my own side of story. And they're like, I gave them his number and they called him up. He didn't have anything to say. He lost. And this has been going on. This is the trend of the Nigerian so-called, what they call industry. There's no industry. They are all crooked wizards and witches because there's no corporation there. I don't see anything there. I'm doing my own thing. And I've seen this pattern play for long. And I know, like, this is how they roll. I just have to be my own thing. And that's what they keep coming at. So when I meet somebody, when they see what I have to deliver, they will go and brag with it, like, do you know this guy? This guy is good, this guy is that. And they'll be like, oh, Kriss, hey. And that's how they gang up on you. It's always ganging. These guys never grow up. They never grow up. No matter how money they have, they never grow up. Most of them are stupid. They are still very stupid and shallow-minded. Forget the persona what they try to pull up. Like, forget that. What's beneath that? President Obama said something. You know, he said, all these fellas that claims they're intelligent, when you have one-on-one conversation with them, you just feel flat, like, yeah. So that's pull up to me. When they pull up to me, I see most of them, not all, they're intelligent ones that I can pinpoint, and I can count, not all of them.